Hello and thank you for joining me for this week's free Facebook training tutorial. Today we are going to be talking about the different types of ways that you can share images on Facebook. So let's get started. First of all, we click the share button, and as you can see there are 5 different options here, and we are going to be talking about the first 4. We aren't going to be talking about Creative Canvas today because that is an advertising option that is a bit more advanced. We'll cover that in a different session. So first of all, you want to add a regular photo. Now it's important when you are choosing the photo you want to share that it is the right image size. You want to be looking at sharing images that are 940 by 788 pixels. And here's one I resized earlier for you. So I'm going to pop some text in it. And as you can see, when I scroll over the image, I have 2 different options. One is I can tag products, and the second is I can also choose to edit the photo. So we're going to start with edit the photo first. Now Facebook have given us a number of different filters we can use to change the look of your photo. You can also tag your products in this section. You can choose to crop your image, but really the option is only square or original, and you get to turn it around. You also get to add text to it, but the fonts that you can use are pretty limited, and then you have the option to add stickers. Now, if you have an image that you want to edit, I'd highly recommend not using the Facebook editing option because it's a little bit limited. Check out canva.com for a much more comprehensive place to edit your images, add fantastic texts, use different filters, resizing, and even more helpfully, they have a template which is the perfect size for a Facebook post. So let's go back to tagging your product. All you need to do is click on the product to tag it. And I've started typing what it is. Because I have already done this before, I can click this information and it will show up underneath. Now it's really simple to add a separate product. So if I click this again, I'm going to show you. So if I start typing prima donna, you can see that I can tag a new product. I'm going to add a photo from my computer. To show the product. Type some information about the product so people know what it's called, what the price is. Then I have the option to add some text, and I can put in the URL of where you can actually buy this product. So you can see that's super simple to do. And when you click on publish, you can see at the bottom underneath the photo are the direct links to buy this product direct from your website. The next option is to create a photo album. This is great if you have, for example, a product range like I have for this swimwear collection, and I can select a number of different products to show. So when you've selected all your images, they get uploaded into an album, which you can name. So I'm going to call this one, unsurprisingly, I can put something descriptive underneath. And I also tend to put, for something that's a product, a link to my physical address. As you can see, you can change the date of your photos. You can also add a description to each one. You can also tag people in photos, and that will link directly to their profile and they'll receive a notification of that. You can choose to rearrange the photos by simply clicking to drag and drop. It's easy to add more photos if you wish, and then once you're happy with it, just click on the post button. Then you can see your beautiful photo album and you still have the opportunity for more options. You can get a link from it to share it to other people with other people. You can download your album, delete it, delete separate photos, change the order and add some more photos from your page. When you have created a photo album, it will be shared on your timeline in a pattern of 4 images showing, plus a link through to click to the rest of them. The third option is to create a photo carousel. So you add some copy for the post and then add your link to your website. Now this works very well if you have a number of products on a page that you want to highlight. You click that little blue arrow there and you'll see that each one of these images is directly linked to your website. As you can see here, you can actually choose to change the URL for each specific image so it will take them visitors specifically to that product page. You can also choose to change the description to give a bit more context. You can also rearrange the images and then click publish. So it shows up in the feed like a slideshow where people can scroll through and be taken to exactly that page on your website. Final thing we're going to talk about today is creating a slideshow. Now, Facebook absolutely loves video and they make it super easy for you to make your own. All you need to do is find some images. I'm going to choose these images and add those photos. You can change the ratio of your video so it can either be square, rectangular, like a movie, or vertical. Now, as 90% of people look at Facebook on their phone, I would recommend sticking with square. You can also choose to increase the time that people see the image before it transitions into the next one, but 1 second I think is plenty, unless there's some copy or some text on there that you want people to read. You can also choose to fade the transition between the images or not. So you've selected your lovely images. It's time to add a little bit of music. Now, this is really interesting because you can choose to upload your own music for your track, which is good because the Facebook music is a little bit limited. However, word of warning, if you are using music that you're uploading, you need to make sure that it's not copyrighted. So I'm afraid there's no using Justin Bieber tracks without getting yourself in a bit of trouble. There are a lot of websites that offer free to use musical tracks which you can go through. Stick to those, it'll be much safer. Or you can choose to use the Facebook options. I'm going to click Electric Coconut. Oh. And that's a little preview of your video. Once you're happy with that, just click Slideshow, pop in some copy, and you are ready to publish. And you can see your video here on the timeline. Really nice, short, crisp little videos. It's a lot more eye-catching than just a static image. So have a little play around with those and see what you can come up with. If you want a bit more flexibility in these little videos, there is a fantastic tool called Animoto.com where you can string together videos like this with a theme to them, and they have a vast library of music you can use as well. So thank you for joining me for today's free Facebook training. I'm Catherine Salt, and next time we're going to be talking a little bit of how to use video in your Facebook page. If you enjoyed this session and found it useful, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss next week's.